Welcome everyone to Evony Throne Time with Viri from Server 360. Evony made a huge update recently, and personally, my thoughts, I love it. It's their best update yet. They really did an overhaul on report reading, the color, the contrast, the hue, everything about the reports, including changing some stuff around to make it a little bit more user-friendly without having to scroll through a few pages to find troops and who did what within the report when you're PvPing, in addition to a couple of other things that I'll go through when you're attacking a monster, some new information they've added in there. I really like it. However, there is a glitch. We all love good glitches that favor us, but we all hate the bad glitches that don't. And a huge glitch that happened, and I'll cover that first, a very big glitch. It seemed to affect most of the iOS users out there. So if you have an iPhone, iPad, anything that's Apple related, then this glitch might have happened to you. And I'm going to give you the workaround temporarily. It seems to have solved the problem for me, but I still tend to get a little waviness on this specific subject. So one of the big things it affected was your preset or presets. I have 5 presets, and I will go to those now to show you. Okay, so in the presets, what happened was when I go to attack a monster or a boss solo by myself, it would give me the little red Wi-Fi connection signal problem. It didn't matter who I was trying to attack. It could have been another player, a dead keep, a boss, a monster. When I attacked it or tried to attack it solo, it gave me that symbol where we all tend to want to throw our phones once we see it, especially during PvP. So I couldn't attack anything, but I could rally. I could set a rally, and people would join, and everything was fine. And it didn't matter which march I used, except for these two, my Babers. These are the following guys. So I ran a series of tests, and my Roland, my Scipio, and my Alfred would not attack solo, but they would attack with a rally. My Babers would attack solo and would join other rallies as well. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it was the troop count, the general, or what. So the series of tests I ran through concluded that what I needed to do was reset my general. And the way I found that worked for me was to remove the general, go back to the map, attack using your preset by yourself without a general to a monster. Once that attack came back, then go back into creating presets and assign that general that you once had on there. And that worked for all 3 of these generals that I had issues with. So, very good upgrade, but poor firmware or software or code writing on the backside that didn't really address why this issue was happening. I reached out to Evony. I got a response, but it was more of a delayed response. They're going to take it further upstairs to find out what the issue was. So I don't have an answer from Evony yet, but I wanted to share that with you. Some of the Android users out there may have had an issue with that. I did come across one person with a similar issue, but most of the people that I've spoken to within the game, it has been on iOS devices. And it doesn't seem to be specifically related to an iPhone or an iPad, but some people, everything worked fine. Others like me, it did not. So it's important to know if you have that, don't wait on customer service. Go in and swap out your generals, do the trick that I just gave you, and then go back in there, and it should help the problem that you've had. Okay, so huge upgrade. I love it. Let's get into some reports. I love the new format on the reports, just for the fact that me having bad eyes, never been able to really read the reports like I really want to because of the contrast and hue and things like that. It was just horrible. Let's just pop into a report here. And bingo, look at this. Bright background. We have a couple of buttons here, 3 of them actually. It gives you, all the details that you wanted in the past, but you don't have to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. It's all, it looks like they shrunk everything up but gave it nice clarity. And that's what I love, because I'm looking right here and I'm looking right here. This is what I want to look at the most. And then if I'm doing a scout report, again, we're just going to go into the battle detail. But if I'm looking at a scout report, I can go in and see all this stuff very clearly now. On this battle report, it's going to give you 2 options. It's going to give you and your defender, or the attacker and you, the defender. And you can quickly, toggle between these two to see what's going on instead of scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I mean, time is money, and there's times, especially reading scout reports, that you want to see this stuff right away. Even when you're PvPing like I do a lot, I want to see what the heck I killed, or how, what they used to kill me, and quickly assess the situation so I can run a scout on him, see what he has left, and try to do a follow-up attack, or change my troops out, or pull a rain so I have more troops in my keep, if another attack may come. So this is a super, super upgrade. By far the best in the year plus that I've been playing. They've done a really good job. I just wish they didn't have so many issues, as I explained earlier, with the presets and things like that. I mean, I think any company out there has lots of these problems. They try to test and back test, but this wasn't a good one because it was, a day or so before the killing event this weekend. So let's go back to the main page. We can see troop buffs right there without having to scroll through, a few pages. And again, it's crystal clear. I love that. For me personally, it was always hard to see on my phone during the day. It made it 10 times worse at night. But yeah, I just wanted to show that to you. And if you had a rally, it's going to show additional members here. Or if they rallied you, it would show additional members that rallied you on there. And you can click. You can just click into each one. I don't have one here to show the representation. But again, that's pretty cool detail. Victory. It's going to give you a victory sign that you either defended or attacked well. We can go to a defenses lost, and it's going to show defeat. So I don't like looking at these reports too often, other than to get the information on their battle details, their troops. Okay, this guy used X amount of X. I can see that very clearly now, and now I can go back to the drawing board and figure out what I need to do or what happened during that event by clearly seeing this report now, instead of wasting my time going through page after page scrolling, because nobody likes to do that, I don't think. One other thing, let me go to the map. One other thing I want to show you is when you're attacking a boss. Let's see if I can find a boss here, or anybody. Let's just look at a monster. Maybe that'll show me. So I hit this, I hit attack. This one doesn't show it, so I think it does have to be a boss. Let's see if anybody shared a boss in our AC here. Okay, doesn't matter. Let me just click on the Bird of Hurricane. Nope. Okay, well that didn't work. Let's look. I don't feel like going to the map. Okay, everything. Well, I'm going to have to. In order to show this, it's going to give me the information I want by trying to get a boss. So let me see if it does it here. I'm going to attack. Nope. I think it does have to be an attack. So that's something new I'm learning. Let's see if we can just find any kind of boss. Here we go. Here's a boss werewolf attack. Now this one doesn't show it. On my phone, it does show, well, let's do Alliance War. Nope. 5 minutes. And no, it doesn't do it there. On my phone, it's going to show what I need as a minimum in this area down here. It's going to tell me, hey, you need 30,000 of this type of level 5 troops or whatever it may be. It's going to show that down there. It's odd that it doesn't show it here. I did upgrade the computer, the game on the computer, so very strange. I'm sorry I won't be able to show you that today, but nonetheless, look for that as you're attacking a boss. Look for that little tidbit down at the bottom of that dialog box that says you need X amount of troops. It's pretty cool, and maybe it doesn't do it for every boss out there. I just noticed it on one of mine. So again, just to recap, these reports are fantastic. We can read them very well. With the color scheme they went with, they still kept the tan brown, but they redid the brightness, the hue, the contrast, the color. It's beautiful, and I hope you guys all enjoy it. Again, if you're having issues with your presets, then do the trick I said earlier in the video. Just rewind this thing and watch it again, and you'll get a better understanding of how to correct that issue. Okay, that's it for me, guys. Again, I appreciate you joining in. If you'd like to subscribe, hit that little button in the right-hand corner. If you'd like to leave me a message, send me a comment, or you can email me directly at viribus, VIRIBUS 007 @gmail.com, and I will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. Until next time, live life first, play Evony second, and I'll see you on the battlefield.